And that's actually where they're really interesting, because they solve anything. Any other questions? Oh. Okay. Oh, we've got people over there as well. quick question. I'm going that way.
Okay, the quick question is, when do you reckon that the avant-garde became the rear guard? And do you think that your efforts at Google to kind of put the arts back in that kind of avant-garde spot, are you or an organisation actually thinking that the arts should be the avant-garde again?
I don't know the answer to the first question. I really don't know. I love the rear guard. So I thought it was interesting. I was thinking this at the Governor's Mansion last night. It's like, did it always look like that, or did at some point they decide to make it look like it used to look? I don't know the answer to the first one. The second one is really interesting because it is sort of just me. I have a big thing for the arts, as I've kind of demonstrated, but I can only do it when I make it work for Google. And this is the same for whichever corporation you're working for, whether it's an internet company like Facebook or Microsoft or Apple, or whether it's Telstra or Telco, whether it's Fox. If you have projects which work for you and at the same time work for them, then you'll find they're much more generous with their time and energy. If it's something which they can then see the benefit of ongoing, like that it can then be sold to somewhere, that it's then they will be incredibly generous with their time and energy. But if you just want the money and they're going to put the logo on, then actually I don't feel like you get enough out of it. I'm not actually terribly interested just in your idea. I'm interested in bringing my ideas. That's the collaborative part of it. Collaboration doesn't actually mean we give you money and you do something. That actually isn't collaboration. And it's funny how often people think that is what collaboration is. It's a definition thing. People over there.
Thanks. Can you tell me about the response you've had from schools and working with schools? Have you been overwhelmed with demand?
No.
Interesting, yeah.
Schools, despite... I'm very disappointed that the NBN did not roll out, by the way. I arrived when that happened, and it was like one of the most disappointing things of my entire life. Because that should change this country. And I don't know. I'm not really allowed to say it, because obviously as a digital company we benefit from that sort of stuff, but it would change the country. So we only work with schools down south, because they've got decent internet connections. It's really hard to get to remote schools, and it's also, there's not outreach. They're not kind of clamouring. What you do find are teachers. You find teachers who find us, and they are passionate, and they really want to do it. And the teachers, there's a couple of teachers in those videos. They are engaged. They're online. They're out there. They're quite easy to find. And when you